Callum Newman is just not a good wrestler. And I feel bad.
Yep.
I did not realize he was actually a child. He's like a fresh 21. Got to be like the youngest guy they've ever had in the G1, I would guess. But man, he has been bad in every match, and I feel bad because I think he's just been taught wrong, and and there are some pieces there that I think could be redeemed. Like, I know there was a clip from the Shingo match that was making the rounds of like him no-selling, flipping out of a DDT, then hitting the Os cutter and pinning Shingo, which makes no fucking sense. But that is far and away his best match in this tournament so far. Like, not even fucking close.
Tanner, can you not be so soft here?
No. I'm just listen. I feel bad.
Why are you saying no? What?
I'm not being. I mean, he's the worst wrestler in this tournament. Although it's not like as far as elite as you think, because Sonata has also been dog shit. But yeah, I think there's still redeeming qualities or something redeeming. I think I know what happened is Ospreay essentially was like, here's my student, make him me, and that is how. I mean, I assume he's doing it for the paycheck, but he's such a bad Ospreay clone. Like, he's so bad.
Yeah,
I think Will even said something on Twitter. It's like, oh, everybody calling him an Ospreay clone. Okay, he hits all of your signature moves. His tights are literally yours from about 6 or 7 years ago. His finish is yours, and it is still named the Os Cutter. And he's fucking from Essex. I mean, he's a fucking Ospreay clone. I mean,
he's in your stable.
Yeah, literally in your stable or whatever. I mean, he's an Ospreay clone. And I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that, because I think we talked about it last week or a couple weeks ago that, I mean, I can like Ospreay, but I think Ospreay can be fun to watch sometimes. But Callum Newman does not have it. But I think he can still be a redeemable wrestler because he is so young. I just think he has been taught how to wrestle poorly. I cannot imagine Will Ospreay is a good or even competent trainer. I just can't. There's no fucking way.
I can't tell you if Callum Newman or Andrade is the youngest G1 wrestler ever, because I can't find a birthday for Callum. But they were both 21. If you guys are curious.
I know Callum turns 22 in August.
Okay, all right. So
yeah, but
he's younger. He's the youngest one then.
And Andrade he would have been 21, but 21 for a luchador, he would have had like 7 years experience.
Yeah, I was about to say
the cage match is telling me that Callum Newman was wrestling for 6 years.
Yeah, Callum's been wrestling for a while.
So maybe he just sucks.
Which is why New Japan's not making him go on excursion. But I think he's been trained by Ospreay that whole time. So I still think there's a way for him to dig himself out of this hole. Because I had a tweet get quoted by Ospreay a couple of years ago where Francesco Akira, whatever the fuck his name is, hit like the worst finisher I've ever seen. And I was like, oh, this is Ospreayism. And Ospreay went on like a tirade about it. But I think Francesco has improved a ton.
Yeah, he's good.
Like, he's actively a good wrestler. So I do think there is room for Callum to improve. And again, only being 21, like I would feel weird. Like, I mean, again, like, he's obviously been thrown into this situation that he is in no way ready for. But I do have to give New Japan props, though, just booking so many young guys in this tournament. Like, this tournament is, like, full of people making their G1 debuts, or, like, this is their second or third G1. Like, very few, like, veterans in it, but the veterans that are in it, for the most part, are, like, playing their parts very well. So, it's an interesting tournament to watch, because I could not tell you who is gonna come out, like, winning the block. And they're doing their playoffs weirder. So they're taking the top 3 from each block, and then the winner of each block gets a bye, and then the second and third place finisher of each block will wrestle each other, and then the winner of that match is going to wrestle the first place winner of the block, and then the winner of those 2 matches are going to wrestle in the finals. So
Hey man, that sounds stupid as hell.
I don't want to.
What are they doing over there?
I don't want to dive too deep into this, but like, so what age do you decide that you can criticize a wrestler?
Well, I'm not.
No, you did say that like you can't criticize them because 21.
I think your frontal lobe should be fully developed. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, it's absolutely not going to get fully developed.
Like, I wouldn't want somebody to judge me at
Were you wrestling in the G1
when I was 21? Something. I'm just saying. I think I'm not saying again. He is by far the worst wrestler, or not by far, but he is the worst wrestler in this tournament by not a little bit. But I do think there is still room for him to someday be a competent or even good wrestler. I just think they got.
At what age do you think a wrestler's irredeemable?
I mean, I think context matters. I mean, if you've been wrestling for, I don't know, 10 years and you're still bad, I mean, that's probably something.
So Callum Newman has till he's 25.
Sure. Yeah, that's what I just said. Like, frontal. I mean, he's probably, I don't know. I kind of feel bad for him because they're obviously trying to make him this guy, New Japan booking. And I'm sure Ospreay has went to bat for him. And they're like, hey, this guy can just do what I do. And he can, but it fucking sucks. He moves at about 40% of Ospreay's speed and has about 10% of the physicality of Ospreay. And, like, he doesn't bump as well as Ospreay, but, like, none of these are his strengths.
What are his strengths?
Well, I'm just saying none of those. He needs to find.
So you're saying we've only seen the bad. There's a secret good quality potentially in this person.
I mean, potentially. I don't fucking know. He could just be a shitty wrestler forever. I don't know. But I think being thrown in and being like, hey, you have to do our top foreigners act one for one. I mean, I think that's kind of a hard role to fill.
So, yeah, I get what you're saying. He's bad. Like, he's not good. He is bad. Mm-hmm. But also, he should not be in this position.
No.
He was dealt a shit hand by being in this. Like, it should just be, like, they just should have moved TJP up to heavy. Like, it should just be TJP in this role. Or Francesco Akira.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it should not be Callum.
I don't know. I made the comment about it feels weird to yell at college football players sometimes, but at the same time, I'm just like, wrestling, I don't know why. I'm like, if I think a Nick Wayne match sucks, I'm going to say it. I don't care if he's 19. He's on national TV.
I'll say it sucks. Like I said.
Well, I'll say it sucks, and I won't like cushion it with like 3 minutes of talk before and after.
I don't want to cushion it, but I just want to give context.
We have spent equal amounts saying he sucks, but then spending equal amounts in the butt.
Yeah, everyone knows he's 21. I think he's 21 and he sucks.
Yeah, do with that information what you will.
Yeah.
I will say, like, I'm not sure I'm getting the read on the whole, hey, he's being forced to do a Will Ospreay gimmick when that's his training, right? Like, it doesn't seem like it's forced. It's just what he knows.
And I bet he probably loves it, right? Like, he's definitely a Will Ospreay fan.
Sure, but I mean, that's what's paying for, like, his life right now. Like, if he wasn't doing the Ospreay stuff, I don't think New Japan, or if Ospreay wasn't going to bat for him,
I think this is putting so much on Callum Newman. Like, you're like in his psyche being like, he doesn't really want to wrestle like this, but he knows it pays the bills.
I'm not saying he doesn't want to. I'm just saying it's a shit hand that, like, that is why he is being booked the way he is.
Don't go off the shit hand part. I do want to kind of. He is a Will Ospreay trainee who is very young and impressionable. That's if we're gonna go with, hey, he's young, he's got no frontal lobe, he's got a soft baby head. I wouldn't buy into the thought that, like, this is how he wants to wrestle. Like, he's seen the success that Will Ospreay's had. Also, if like that, you want to go into this whole get into his brain, get into his headspace, like.
And I haven't seen all that Callum Newman, but he's doing Will Ospreay poorly, right? Like, he's not doing it well.
No, he's not doing it well, but I don't think New Japan cares about that. And I mean, to be fair, he's over. I mean, it's not like the fans. I'm talking from our weird bubble perspective. He sucks. Nobody in our immediate circle likes him. I get that. I am just speaking from the fact I don't think he has been given time to develop. It's like in NXT, them just rolling out this half-trained person. I know you can say, well, he's been wrestling for 6 years. Okay, who's to say 4 of those years? I mean, so he's been wrestling for since 2018? What fucking British wrestling has there been since 2018? Did he wrestle 3 or 4 times on a fucking trampoline in Essex? Like, I mean, how much wrestling are you doing at 15 years old?
But I just don't think you.
He's
always
wrestling
had
more than
Thomas-
Matt Mikowski.
Well, we've already talked about that. That's because Matt works at the
if for some reason we were reviewing an NWA show from 3 years ago, would you like talk for 20 minutes about how it's okay if Kerry Morton sucks? I just don't think you would. I don't know why it's weird that you won't say Callum Newman.
I don't even know who Kerry Morton is.
That's
so.
nuts.
You know what? Matt's also
I bet you could kind of figure out who
less
Kerry Morton
years.
is, right?
I mean, I'm going to assume Old Morton's son.
Old Morton's son. Okay, yeah.
Old Mort.
Old
Maury.
So okay, yeah. So Matt Mikowski started in 2019 wrestling, and so Callum has a year on him, and he's wrestled approximately 120 less matches than Callum Newman.
Well, I don't think that's a fair I mean, people can just be good at it. And at the end of the day,
but they can't be
also
bad
be
at it.
bad at it.
At the end of the day, Callum may just suck. He may just suck. But I think essentially going out there and having to do a Will Ospreay cosplay is not the way.
Stop! You're acting like this man has a gun to his head.
No. I'm saying
he's
backstage.
You better fucking get out there. You Will Ospreay.
No. I'm saying if he's doing it from his own volition, which he very well could be, I don't believe
He almost certainly is.
Insane. This is insane.
a foreign company would give a 21-year-old that much sway.
Are you related to Callum Newman?
No.
What's happening?
No, I'm just saying.
And there is a relationship here that I don't think he is disclosing, so we should move on.
I'm just saying. I think it's unfair to write somebody off.
All right, we need to move
Let me
on.